This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at betterhelp.com/noche and get on your way to being your best self. Sometimes we're faced with a crossroads in life and we don't know which path to take. Maybe you're thinking about a career change or feeling like your relationship needs some TLC. Whatever it is, therapy can help you map out your future and trust yourself to find the way forward. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It is entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched to a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/noche today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/noche. Now let's get started with today's episode.
My mom would look at me and decía like, oh, si le sigue así, pues no me va a gustar para ti, you know.
What is up, everyone? I'm your host, Alanized, and this is Noche de Pendejadas, your favorite talk show turned podcast en donde yo traigo a tus influencers favoritos para platicar y posiblemente sacarles sus trapitos al sol. Please help me welcome tonight's guest, Brissa Dayanna. Hello, hello. ¿Cómo estás, vecina?
Muy bien. ¿Y tú, vecina?
Ay, amiga. How about how last night happened?
They did not let me check in.
Amiga, si ustedes no saben, Brissa es de Arizona.
Yeah.
So I literally got her a flight and a hotel para que viniera, pues para que la entrevistara y todo. Y no van a creer que ayer eran como de eso de las que 11 de la noche. Y yo agarro una llamada de Brissa, güey. Be thankful que te contesté porque no, I was high. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Estaba todo high en las nubes. So as soon as I saw your call, I was like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Le contesto y me dice la Brissa que no la estaban dejando meter a su pinche hotel. Why? Tell us. Cuéntanos qué pasó.
Bro, literally, porque no tenía 21 años. I was like, I'm 20. Like, what the hell? They're like, if you were a little bit closer, I was like, I'm 20. They're like, no, but if it was like a month later, I was like, bruh. I was like, okay, whatever. She's like, it has to be 21 in person. I was like, we can't do like a FaceTime. She's like, nope, it has to come in person. I was like, oh my God.
Andaban de mamones los del hotel, you guys, which is so crazy because that has only happened to me once.
Yeah.
Me acuerdo cuando yo tenía 18 años, which I understand because I was 18. I had booked a hotel for me and my boyfriend. No en el casino, pero en uno de los hoteles al lado de uno de los casinos where we had gone. Y no nos dejaron porque decían que era 21 and over, which I understood. Pero, güey, este pinche hotel donde la agarré a Brissa es by Disneyland.
Literally.
Like 21
and then the guy que nos contestó ayer, he was like, in a low voice, I was like, all right, bitch, come on now.
No, you guys, tell me why. Ayer que fue, you guys, hasta vergüenza me daba porque me hubieran visto, güey, con chanclas, con chorecitos, mi pinche pelo todo desmadrado y todo.
Yeah.
I show up, right? And I tell Brissa, I was like, oh, how was it? ¿Cómo está pasando todo? Y me está contando ella. Keep in mind, me and her are having a convo. And I was like, oh my God, that's so weird. Like, you know, I've never heard of like Disney hotels being 21 and over.
Yeah.
Y el pinche person at the front desk contesta, güey, like, wait, no te estoy hablando a ti. He's like, our hotels have always been 21 and over, sir. And I'm like...
We literally just said quiet like, all right.
Y yo como de que, ¿y a ti quién te preguntó?
Sí, metiche.
I'm like, mind your business,
Yeah,
check us in.
oh my
Pero
God.
lo bueno que we were able to check in y aquí te tenemos, güey. Aquí
Bien
te
dormida
tenemos.
era, si se no hubiera dormido en la calle.
No,
Are you in
literally,
Disneyland with
bitch.
Nikki?
And you know what's so crazy? Yesterday, I was actually going to go to sleep early for some reason because supposedly me, I was like, I want to try something new to sleep early.
Yeah.
Pero lo bueno que no. Como que algo me dijo que no te vayas a dormir early.
Literally. I felt so bad porque pues ya eran bien tarde para hacer check-in, pero pues I was like, I don't know what to do. ¿Qué hago?
¿Qué hago aquí solo? Pero lo
pues,
bueno, you guys, que the hotel wasn't too far from me.
Oh, no, yeah.
Which is crazy because I was telling Brissa anoche, you guys, que originalmente le iba a agarrar un hotel en LA.
En LA, yeah.
En Los Ángeles, porque dije, oh, pues ahí va a estar el LAX airport y todo. Pero al último momento, I was like, nah, let's get her a fucking hotel closer to me. Por if she's running late, todo, no, she doesn't have to go through the LA traffic. Qué bueno que hice eso, amigas. But anyways, ya después de eso, aquí la tenemos. Para todos ustedes que no la conocen, I'm gonna go ahead and send it over to Brissa para que ella nos diga un poquito más de quién es y qué hace.
Hi, vecinas. My name is Brissa. Tengo 20 años. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Y pues, I'm a TikToker / influencer, I guess you could say, you know. And I don't even.
You're like, no sé lo que hago,
like, so I just do social media. Well, I've done social media. Like, I started doing social media. When was it? I think when the pandemic started.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Because I would do TikTok, pero era más como que para divertir.
Like just random,
just
like,
random
nomás
TikTok.
para ti tus amigos.
I was like, if it blows up, it blows up. Pero nunca, like, I never had like that, if I want to do this because I want to become, like, I want to get big, I want to get followers. It was just like, let's have fun, Y pues, like, now, like, look at me. I'm
like, now I'm
like,
big.
I never expected it, It was something crazy that I was just like, dang, like, I'm up here, like, it's crazy.
That's
like,
crazy. ¿Cómo es la vida, verdad, güey?
Yeah.
¿Cómo es la vida que te da vueltas? Un día tú haces algo nomás just for fun y otro día ya es tu trabajo.
Yeah, literally, like, full-time job. Like, it's crazy. And it's actually really, like, it's fun. I like doing it. I enjoy doing this, like, all this social media stuff.
Yo quiero que me digas, how was Brissa growing up? ¿Cómo fue tu infancia, güey? Were you una chamaca desmadrosa? ¿Cómo eras?
No, pues, honestly, yo siempre era niña buena. Like, let's say, I'm actually the middle child. I have an older brother and a little sister. Y pues siempre han dicho como que the middle child is like the one that nadie lo quiere. Siempre eras como like to the side. I feel like I was the favorite. Like, that I was the favorite. Yo soy la única... Like, I was the first girl on my mom's side of the family.
Okay.
So era, like, since I was the girl, like, todos me querían que el vestidito, que pone esto, que el otro. So I was like, okay, like, era la... Yeah, like, I feel like I grew up, like, in a good household. Like, my parents, I have my parents still. My brother and my other sister, I don't have, like, the best relationship with them. Like, like, porque no todos los hermanos, pues, se llevan así, ¿me entiendes? Yo soy más como que, like... I love them, pero nunca estamos como que platicando todo el tiempo. Peleamos mucho, eso sí, no te voy a mentir.
Like, no platicamos, pero a putazos sí nos ponemos.
Chingazos todos, pero
todos
no, like,
días.
todos los días. But my childhood has just always been really good. Like, siempre andábamos en México. Mexico was a really part. My family's from Hermosillo, Sonora. Okay. So, like, it's like, 6 hours from Arizona. So, viajamos casi todo, cada mes, cada, like, summer. We would literally spend, it was like something called El Cum. It was like what's it called? A club. Era un club, pero de verano. And we would do like activities like swimming, like gymnastics and all that stuff. Y pues me la pasaba con mis primos. I was like really, really tight with my primos, like siempre. But I think I had a really good childhood, to be honest.
¿Cómo fuiste tú en la escuela? ¿Te peleabas con las muchachitas? Were you liked? Were you like an outcast?
I was like, okay, I was a shy person. Era más tímida, pero like todavía hablaba mucho, no te voy a mentir. Like I've always been easy making friends. Like yo soy muy amiguera. Like I'm very, very friendly. Like I had a lot of friends, pero siempre I feel like era la friend que estaba más abajo de todos. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It was más abajo de todos.
In what way do you feel that way though? Like descríbeme cómo tú te sentías menos. Or what do you mean by I was always that friend that was less?
Because I don't know, I just feel like like how it comes to insecurity. So I feel like since my friends to me, they were, oh my God, always so pretty. Like since I'm tall, I'm pretty tall. Compared to all my friends, literally, I'm literally the tallest. So I was always insecure about that. Like, oh, look, like I'm tall, they're small, they're more pretty, like this and this and that. So siempre yo misma me hacía para abajo. And I don't think like it was them. It was just me, myself, how I would think
like
about myself.
Like you would bring yourself down.
Yeah, I would bring myself down a lot because I'm like, dude, like, why do I have this? Why do I look like this? Why can't I have that? How she looks like? And I feel like I was just always like pushing my friends up and I would always put myself down. I don't know why. I would do that. Pero pues, like that's something like that was the main thing at school. Like I was like, damn. But other than school, like I had my like elementary was good. Middle school was good. I feel that's when then you start like hitting puberty, know, and then it's like it changes. Like I didn't get my period till I was 14.
That's late, no?
Yeah, it was
because I know girls that would get it like at 9, 10 años.
Literally, and I was like,
dices, no mames, yo nunca lo voy a agarrar.
Literally, a los 14 años. So like I was like, dang, like me desarrollé muy like más later, pues. In high school, like I was still like, how do I say? I still kind of felt like that. No era tanto como like, middle school, but I still kind of felt like that more because of like, I had really, really bad acne. Okay. So it was just like more like, then like, I would always have to wear makeup to school. I would never like, not one day I would go without makeup porque me daba vergüenza like to show like my acne with like all my friends because they had like that nice skin, you know?
Yeah, you're like, bitch, I want that.
Yeah, give me that freaking face. And like, I would get me mad and like my hair too, like siempre me lo planchaba todos los días because like every little thing que me veía yo en mí, like I was just like, dude, like I can't. Like I feel like no one likes me, like this and that, porque como me veo, pues. Pero I actually did volleyball for 5 years. I did volleyball for 5 years.
Oh shit, yeah. I love volleyball. Yeah, I think out of all the sports, siento que volleyball para mí es mi favorito.
Yeah, huh? That's what I always said too. Like basketball nunca me llamó la atención. I actually like watching baseball, pero other than that, like it's porque the team in Mexico for los naranjeros, like we go see them, so I like watching baseball. Other than that, volleyball is like the sport, you know?
I don't know. For me as a gay person, I feel like volleyball is such like a gay sport.
I'd be like,
like literally, bitch. Yeah. Así me sentía yo. I was never like in volleyball like a team.
Yeah.
Pero me acuerdo cuando lo hacemos en Pivo, yo me sentía.
Oh yeah,
que que me tiraba hasta del piso, güey. Like, me sentía toda la fantasía.
No, I was a band kid in middle school. I played the saxophone. I learned how to play the guitar. You too?
Me too. I played the clarinet and the alto sax.
What the heck?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it was in 8th grade when I had gotten out of it because my teacher ended up being a pervert. Yeah.
In what way? Like towards you?
Like,
or
no,
just
like
in general?
like we found out about being pervert to like girls, like all like some friends that I had like told me like, oh, he would literally make me go into like his office and like tocaba certain ways and this and that. And I was like, what the hell? Like, and I told my mom about it, and like, como que ella tampoco se sentía like a gusto.
Yeah.
So I was just like, me either, you know? Like, I was like, I don't think. And the thing is, he was my favorite he was my favorite teacher because he was like siempre like, how do I say? He showed that he was there like for support. Like siempre era, like, that's why I was like, oh, like, you know, he's such a cool teacher, my favorite. But when I found out, I was like, well, no wonder si era muy cercana con las mujeres siempre. And I was like, oh, like
no. He would make you feel secure,
yeah,
pero
secure.
por otras razones.
Por otras razones, yeah. And we didn't know that. So then that's when I was like, okay, my next, like, I think it was not school year, the next semester, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try PE out. So that's when I started doing volleyball, and that's when I started liking it. I was like, you know what, when I go to freshman year, I'm gonna try out for the team. And I made the team. And then, yeah, that's when I started doing volleyball my high school year. And then I did 1 year of club too. But club is so expensive.
Wait, what do you mean club?
Like volleyball, like just club.
Oh, okay, like club.
Teams.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Okay, like, yeah, bien.
Yeah, club teams. Pero son también caros. Like thousands of dollars we would spend literally. Like you have to pay the fees, like the uniforms, the backpack.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at betterhelp.com/noche and get on your way to being your best self. A veces we're faced with crossroads in life and we don't know which path to take. Maybe you're thinking about a career change or feeling like your relationship needs some TLC. Whatever it is, therapy can help you map out your future and trust yourself to find the way forward. Amigas, it is so easy to get caught up in what other people need from you, friends, family, and relationships. Y yo honestamente sufro mucho de eso. Y honestamente, I even often neglect my own needs in the process. BetterHelp can help you for learning positive coping skills, and it can empower you to be the best version of yourself. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It is entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out the brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/noche today to get 10% off your first month. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/noche. And with that being said, let's get right back to the episode. So obviamente, you know, you go through school y luego llega un momento donde tienes que buscar trabajo, güey. Tienes que buscar trabajo porque ya cuando you hit that age of like, güey, ya no eres una niña, ya tienes que ponerte las pilas. What were you doing before doing social media? ¿Trabajaste? Were you going to school? Okay.
Well, I was still in school because I was in 2020. That's when I was a junior, I think. I was, estaba yendo para junior, and that's when they put us online school. So I was still in school. I did not work. I've never worked a day in my life. Era más escuela. So my mom have always said, like, si trabajas, no tienes que, si te vas a la escuela, no tienes que trabajar para nada. So I was just like, oh, okay, you know. In 2020, that's when I started doing TikTok. Y pues empecé yo solita haciendo mis TikToks, you know, and then that's when I met my friends. So I met Armando, and I met my friend Brian and Jan. So with them, we started like, I don't know, like, so basically, Brian and Jan were not like, they didn't dance, but me and Armando did dance. We met, nos enseñábamos unos pasos los que no sabía y así. When we met Brian and Jan already had following. He had like 100K, right? So he was the little, like those little pretty boys, like the fuck boys on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
So, and Brian was too. So I was just like, oh, when we met them at a quinceañera, they didn't dance for shit. So I was just like, oh, damn. So then the next day when we're like, oh, let's hang out at my house. Fuimos para mi casa y les empezamos a enseñar a bailar. Ever since that day, we like started hanging out every day. Les enseñamos a bailar. And then we were like, oh, let's just do some TikToks together. You know, we all had like our little following. I think I only had like 15K followers like on TikTok. And once we posted one TikTok, like we saw that we got like a good amount. Was like, oh shit, like they like us porque like they found it weird that I was like the only girl with the guys, you know? So yeah, like they liked that. And then we just started posting more and more together. And then that's when Armando would film a YouTube video, and we like a lot of people liked it. So then one day I decided, I was like, oh, like there's this one, someone tagged me on a TikTok, and they're like, oh, you should do this video. And it was a video basically like what it's like having guy friends or guy best friends and stuff. And okay, I put like all the videos that and pictures we had together, like of like how we hang out and stuff, how we act. Literally, right when I posted it, like in under an hour, 300K views. I was like, what the, like literally 300K views. I was like, what the hell?
Yo me were like, bien servido si agarro esos en un día, güey.
No, I was like, what the hell? Like in 1 hour. Y luego ya pasaron las horas y se subió como a 1 million, 2 million views, 3 million views. And I was like, what the hell for just that video? Ended up getting 10 million views. So my video went viral, pues. And I was like, like, I didn't even do nothing. It was just like the videos of me and the guys, you know, like how we hang out and stuff. People like that shit. Like, they started, and I went up, not gonna lie, to 300K followers. That same, like, in
from 15K to 300K, no mames.
That's what I was like, oh my God, like, that's literally me. And the guys were like, Brissa, what the hell? Like, what the hell? And I was like, and that's because that's when they were, you know how I had the lowest, I don't know where I passed all of them. They were like, what the hell? Like,
you went from like, it's just a small town girl to fucking all like fucking Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, bro, I was like, what the hell? Like, that's crazy. And they were like, oh, like, they like us, guys. Like, we should, like, you know, start doing more videos together. Yeah, like, let's do something. And yeah, so that's when we started our own YouTube channel. And we literally started doing challenges and stuff, and people liked it. We have, I think right now, like 100K followers on YouTube.
That's crazy.
And so we were like, you know what? Let's come up with a name. Like, let's come up with a name. And we ended up calling ourselves La Quadri because it's 4 of us, right? Yeah, we started doing that for a while, and like, it actually was really, really good. But right now, like, I'm not gonna lie, we broke up. Like, we're not like, I'm still friends with them, but we're not as close, like how we used to be before. Because, like, you know, shit happens. Like, they get girlfriends, you know, and we're like
life happens,
you know, and we all like went our own ways, but we're still growing, you know, like by ourselves. Like, so we're like, that's good. That's basically what gave us like the little spark to like
the little push
that we got, and then we're here. Like,
and now you're here, bitch. Aquí andamos. So obviamente empezaste a hacer las redes sociales. It blew up like, with you not expecting it. ¿En qué momento dijiste, sabes qué? De aquí soy. What was your aha moment that you were like, you know what? I can make social media my full-time job?
I think it was after when we stopped like hanging out, like the quality dead ass. I was just like, you know what? Like, just because we stopped, like, you know, doing the videos and stuff, that doesn't mean like I'm gonna stop doing like what I want to do, you know. And I was like, I actually really enjoy this. Like, it's something, like, it's fun. Like, we make money out of it, you know? Like, something comes out of it. I feel like, let's try. Like, why not keep going, you know? And, yeah, that's when I started posting, like, dancing videos and, like, a lot of stuff. And people liked, like, because they knew we knew how to dance. And, like, that's when it became really, really big back then, like, dancing, like, all that thing. It was really, really trending. So that's like, I feel like me and Armando, like, we were just big on the dancing, like, right there. Dancing. And then that's what I was like, you know what? Let's post more different videos. So I started posting, like, skits. I do a lot of skits with my friends. I do like different type of like TikTok dances and stuff like, but not just dancing. And people actually liked it and they really enjoyed it.
Chinga su madre.
Yeah, I was like, let me just keep going. And then I started YouTube. Right now, I'm slacking on YouTube. I'm not even gonna lie, because editing, oh my god, it takes forever.
Bitch, tell me about it.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, and then this new thing with the Google AdSense y que no sé qué. I'm like, oh my god, you know what? This is stressing me. So I'm like, literally, so right now I haven't done anything. But everybody's like, just do it. I'm like, I know I have to do it, pero la neta da flojera. La neta.
Literally, la neta no quiero hacer
literally, let me stop it, whatever.
So, obviamente, nos platicas de que, pues, tú te dices a conocer con tu grupo, you know what I mean? When you guys broke up, obviamente, porque, pues, pasaron cosas, cada uno se agarró una novia. Did you at any point feel like, you know what, like, I'm just gonna stop doing videos because la gente nos amaba a los 4 juntos?
So, yes, I actually kind of got really, really sad, because, like, the guys even know this. I told them, like, I would literally, like, because yo soy bien llorona, I'm not even gonna lie. Every, like, something me levanta la voz, I'm gonna cry, because, like, don't be screaming at me, like, what the hell? Like, why are you screaming at me, you know?
Like, Brissa!
I'll cry. I hear my mom, like, ay, no, ya me regañó, you know? But I was really sad, because I genuinely, like, those were, like my little brothers, because they're younger than me. They're, like, 1-2 years younger than me. So I was, like, I always treated them like family. Like, it was an everyday thing. They would go to my house every day. So I was, like, you know, I was the one that was always, like, the only girl there for them, you know, because, like, I actually, with their, like, their girlfriends, I helped them surprise them and all stuff, you know, so I was always, like, helping them around. So I felt like I had a good, like, intention, you know, like, we were all really, really, really close. So then I was like, fuck, like, if we're breaking up, like, it wasn't really a break, it just happened. So I was just like, damn, I was low-key sad. I was like, I don't know, you know, like, this and this, and, like, should I keep going? But that's when I was like, you know what, like, this isn't gonna stop me from, like, you know, just getting bigger and bigger.
Like, it's not stopping them.
It's
not stopping. Yeah,
literally.
Me?
So I was like, you know, we should just all keep going. And I told the guys, you know, like, pues cosas pasan, you know, like, we were all talked about it. And yeah, like, now we're still good friends. We were still good friends. It's just that we don't do, like, the quality thing no more. That's the only thing.
I think what it is obviamente, like you said, you guys broke up, but it wasn't even like, you know what, ya no puedo juntarme contigo.
Like, done.
It just kind of happened, like, gradually, like, you know, uno se agarra una relación, it kind of just, that starts being their new thing, y pues it just kind of starts drifting apart. Obviamente en el TikTok te miramos baile y baile y baile, güey. Y honestamente, sin exagerar, celos de los buenos te tengo. Porque ya quisiera yo bailar así, güey.
Te enseño ahorita.
Literally, ahora, después del pinche podcast me van a ver, güey. Trum, trum.
Yeah.
But what was your first memory of dancing? ¿Cómo te metiste en eso del baile, güey? Porque no todos podemos bailar.
No, yeah. So, empecé cuando tenía como, like, 12, 13. No, ya a los 12 porque mi tía me había dicho, like, that's like, so, okay, my mom is the one that's like, tienes que aprender a bailar antes de tu quinceañera. Because she's like, no te quiero ver sentada. And it's true, like, no queremos nadie estar, like, ahí sentada, like, aburrida, you know?
Yeah.
So my mom had actually taught me how to dance, like, los básicos, pues, more basic stuff, like, the way Sonora style we dance, like, just banda and cumbias. So, and I would always dance. When I would go to Mexico, mi tía, like, my favorite tía, I would always go to her house, y ahí andábamos a bailar, this and that. Todo el tiempo andábamos bailando. But it was, like, a non-stop thing. Like, I would practice every day. Like, I would not stop. Y pues la neta le agarré rápido. I was really quick, because I'm a really quick learner when it comes to... A la escuela no, but...
A la escuela no. Pero para bailar, chicas,
para bailar, hell yeah. So, I learned, like, around that age. Y luego ya para los 15 años ya sabía cómo bailar. Like, tenía, like, I could defend myself. You know, like, ¿sabes bailar? Ya, pues a bailar. Pero luego ya cuando aprendí eso, like... I was like, you know what? Like, I want to learn more. Like, let me learn Huapango. Let me learn Norteña. Let me learn, like, the one lo que se baila más acá en los Estados Unidos. Because in Mexico, sometimes it's different, you know? So, aprendí, and I'm basically self-taught. Like, I would teach myself, like, yeah, my mom taught me, like, the basics. Like, she helped me, like, not be stiff. Y luego ya yo me aprendí solo, like, huepa, everything.
So you would, like, look them up on YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. Like, I would be like, oh, like, let me search up on YouTube. And I would see some videos. I'm like, okay, yo solita me agarraba literally de una puerta or something, like, literally, like, just hold, like, acting like I had someone. Porque mi ma no me dejaba bailar with guys till I was 15.
Oh, shit.
So
okay.
I learned to lead. So I was always good at leading. That's why I could lead and follow. I was always so good at leading because, like, she's just like, no, estás muy chiquita, no puedes bailar con hombre, this and that. So I was like, okay, you know, whatever. Y luego ya aprendí a hacer follow porque se me hizo muy fácil ya que sabía mover a la gente. So, yeah, and after that, like, I've just been dancing ever since.
You're like, si no me deja bailar con un hombre, pues con la pinche escoba. Chingas
Literally, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. So a los 14, 15 años todavía andabas en tu cuartito
bailando, yeah.
That's so then you, obviously, you get to social media, you start doing it. Nos estabas contando de que, pues, cuando eras una niña, you were very, very insecure. Mm-hmm. You know, you had your acne. Do you feel like, con la presión de las redes sociales, do you feel like your insecurities became, you know, bigger? Or do you feel like you learned to, like, cope with your freaking insecurities and be like, you know what, I'm worth it, valgo la pena, y pues chinga su madre que estoy yo, Brissa.
So, yeah, TikTok, I actually, like, because TikTok is honestly very hateful. Like, there's a lot of people that I hate. So, honestly, I just learned to be like, why should I care what people say? You know, I have more comments full of people like, oh my God, you're so pretty, like, oh, I love you, this and this and that. And uno que otro comment about like, oh, like, you're fat, you have this and this and that. So I was like, why am I going to stop myself? Why am I going to get basically like depressed over something that, first of all, I don't even know the people. Yeah. I was like, ellos que, like, we all have our insecurities. Nobody's perfect. Nadie es perfecto. So I just learned to basically love myself. Like, cada año que pasaba, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to put myself down over a damn TikTok comment. Yeah. Like a damn comment that someone makes, you know, like, I'm up there, you know. I'm not the prettiest, I'm not the ugliest, but I know I'm confident with myself right now, you know? And yeah, TikTok, I just feel like social media in general, like, helps you learn to not give a fuck. Not give a fuck what people say.
And I feel like TikTok, for sure, it's very cool that you brought that up, because siento como que there's levels of hate. I feel like I started doing social media on YouTube.
Yeah.
Entonces on YouTube, sí, claro, you get hate, but I feel like the people that watch your YouTube videos are people that like subscribe to you and like love your shit. On TikTok, way, you can go viral and you can be exposed to gente que ni vergas contigo, like the Icks, you know what I mean? People that probably will like only show up on your page once y nunca en su vida. And I feel like TikTok is like a big place where like salen los trolls, salen los haters. Obviamente, you said TikTok helped you build your confidence, but like in the beginning, was it getting to you or no?
There were certain points that I was just like, damn, like they like, damn. And then I would like, that's like, I would like basically come back to like all my insecurities, you know, like I'm very big insecure about my nose and my acne. I want to get a nose job. Like I don't care. Regardless of anybody, I just always never like my nose. But it's like, that's because of my decision, not because anybody else said it, you know. It's my face, like, if I want to do it, I'm going to do it. I don't care what anybody else says. But I was like, there's some comments that would get to me, but then that's when I me aplaco otra vez, like, no, Brissa, like, no, like, you
Ponte
know,
las pilas.
Ponte las pilas, literally, like, don't be sad over this shit, like, this, you're you know, like, you're up here, they're just mad, you know, like, you're doing all this shit, what are they doing? Behind the screen hating?
Literally.
Like,
I'm like en su camita acostados
yeah,
así, güey,
like,
comentando.
are you traveling? No, like, what the hell? I'm doing all this shit and you're doing nothing, so I feel like that's what helped me a lot, and, like, ahorita, pues, I feel like I'm good with myself. I still need a job, though. I'm gonna get it. I don't care. That's, like, my main thing.
That's what it is with social media. Like, nos podemos sentar aquí y decir, no, me vale. But I feel like cuando uno ya se siente inseguro de algo, and there's people picking at it, like, oh my God, this and this, and it's like, wait, ya sé.
Yeah.
También a mí me molesta, like, cállate los hocico.
Like, if we don't know, you know,
like, girl, like, you're acting like I don't gotta live with this body, I don't gotta live with this face, like, the 25 years I've been on this planet. Y eso es lo que es. Pero como dices tú, you have to literally put yourself in a mind space of, like, ¿sabes qué? Esta gente a lo mejor ni ellos mismos se quieren. So why am I gonna let their stupid comment affect me si ni tienen foto?
Yeah.
La mayoría de la gente que habla, güey.
No followers, no photo, no nothing. I'm like, a ver cómo te miras tú. I want to all this shit. Enséñame ya. You know, that's what pisses me off.
Porque como William Levy no te has de
like
mirar.
literally on TikTok live, when I go live, there's always like that comments because I'm not gonna lie, I have a pretty deep voice. I have a deep voice, but it's like I told him like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Rip off my vocal cord or some shit? Así nací.
Like me opero aquí.
Sí, like literally right now, ahorita para que te enseñe, para que me cambie la voz, but it's like. No es mi culpa que nací así. No, pues I can't do nothing about it. Like, there's some things that we could change. Yeah, pero what the fuck, my voice?
I get over it. It's crazy when you talk about, you know, the TikTok live because exactamente el otro día, güey, me estaba poniendo a pensar of like, como la gente, ¿verdad? Like, I'll be on TikTok live and you'll see people commenting like, what do you think about this? Oh my God, this drama. Or like, whatever it is that they're fucking talking shit on. And I'm like, como la gente, yo honestamente me diera vergüenza, güey. Like, comentar en el TikTok live y con mi foto y que todos miren que yo soy chismoso. Like, imagine bitch just going on someone's live with their fucking picture, comentando like, you're so ugly. Y que miren la persona que comentó, güey.
And there's some people that don't care. That's why some people do like those fake profiles, ¿verdad? Pero unos que les valen. I'm like, dude, like, what's wrong with you? Like, you know, like, todos tenemos sentimientos. Like, you have feelings too. Like, you wouldn't like, let me tell you this shit. Like, you wouldn't like that either. Pero pues, you know, you're behind that screen, you know, I'll let you do you.
You're
like,
protected.
You're
protected.
like, te salvaste.
I'm like, pero dímelo en la cara. Like, si
right now, what's up?
Pero no lo hacen.
No, it's because they know they're protected behind the screen. If
have you ever had like a hater, like, not even confront you or a lo mejor mirarte mal? Or have you ever been in a weird situation in person?
Bro, let me tell you this. Oh my gosh, you'll probably see this shit too. So I was at this one place in Westgate, over there in Arizona. I was with Armando and Grace, and this one guy comes up to us, and they were like, "Oh, my girlfriend wants to take a picture with you guys." And we're like, "Oh, okay." So we go outside, and I was like, "Why does this girl seem so familiar?" I was like, "Bro, what the hell?" I was like, "Why does this so familiar?" Like, I know you. She's like, "Oh yeah, we went to school together, middle school together." Okay. And I was like, "Oh, no wonder." She's like, "Yeah, you used to bully me." I was like, what? Bully me? Like, bully you? Me bully you? I was like, I remember I used to get hate on. I used to get people talk on me. People bully me. So I was like, what do you mean bully? I was like, are you sure that was me? She's like, yeah, you used to make fun of me because I would wear like those, because you know, middle school uniforms. Yeah. She's like, she would have to wear like those long skirts if like you get dress coded or something, you know? So I was like, I don't remember that. I was like, because I remember sometimes I would have to wear that skirt too. And you know, like, pues, tenemos que dejarla pasar, right? And I was just like, are you like I was so awkward. Like me and Armando girls, we were just like, why would she like say that? You know, like right, like you were asking for a picture, but then
yes, like that would be the weird part. Like, okay, ¿para qué quieres foto?
Yeah, ¿para qué estás preguntando if you know, like, why don't you? And the thing is that we're friends on Facebook, so it's like, because like that's like in high school was very big Facebook. I mean, middle school Facebook, right? So I was just like, what's your name? And she's all like, you know, leave like the name, and I was like, oh yeah, like what the hell? Like I do know you. I was like, but I remember her being one of like the popular girls, like the bullies. Like, I'm like, bitch, are you sure you didn't bully me? Like she wasn't. I know she wasn't a bully, but she was more like era la bonita de middle school. Like I've known the girls. I was like, ellas son bonitas comparadas como yo. Like, you know, I was very insecure. I was like, ellas sí están bien bonitas. Tenían el cuerpecito, estaban like tan bonitos and shit. So I was like, wrong bitch. I was like, not me. Like, ain't no way, bro. So then I was like, all right. Like, we're like, oh, haha. Like, we just like it was like the awkward. I was just like a picture. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do. Like, if I hug her, not because that's just weird. Like, ¿qué hago now? And then I was just like, damn. And Armando pues le siguió. She's like, ándale, Brissa, why are you bullying her? I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I was like, leave me alone. Yeah, I was like, oh. And so we went inside and I was like, dude, that's weird. So even they were saying like, why would she say that? Like, why would you ask for a picture and then say, like, why didn't you confront this to me in middle school and bring it up right now? After what, años? Like, no mames. And literally, I had called my friend, one of my first grade, like best friend, one of those. And I told her, I was like, hey, do you remember this girl? She's like, oh yeah. She's like, literally, I told her what happened. She's like, what the fuck? And she's like, I think she confused you with me. I was like,
I bullied her.
My friend was, le valía. She would literally like talk, but like, se lo decía en la cara. She wouldn't care, you know. It wasn't like talking shit behind her back, you know. Like, she didn't care, but like laughing about it. And I was like, bro, like, but that's so weird. Like, why would she like do that? She's like, I don't know, that's weird. But we just laughed it off, and I was like, okay, but that was like a weird interaction. Like, why would you do that?
Nos platicas tú de que pues empezaste tus redes sociales with being around a lot of men. Y yo siempre miro en tus comentarios cuando haces videos con tus amigos que, ay, ¿por qué Brissa es la única mujer? Hay de ver algo más de que lo que no nos cuenta. ¿Cómo es eso? ¿Qué tienes que decir de eso, güey? Cuando la gente te empieza a decir que no ha de tener algo con esta persona, fulano de tal, just because you're constantly hanging out with guys.
It's because the reason why I'm so comfortable with guys is because ya te dije, era la única mujer in like my family. So yo crecí con mis primos, puro hombre rudo, like they were rough. I would play soccer with them, play baseball, everything, you know, in Mexico, especially in Mexico. Now ya nos vale, you know, andamos bien like cochinos and stuff when we were smaller. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a really girly girl. Like, no soy fresita ni nada. Like, I have like my roughness. Y soy bien pesada, pero pues porque así crecí con mis primos, like puro hombre. So that's why I feel like I've always had guy friends.
Like, te llevabas bien.
Yeah, literally, siempre me llevaba bien y sin tener nada con ellos. But the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, I've had like 2 friends that have told me they like me, and I was just like, no, pa, like, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I'm sorry, but like, I can't, you know, like, mejor friends, and like, they low-key just like stopped being friends with me because they like, you know, like, it was just like awkward, like, they liked me, but I didn't, and I was just like, oh shit. But other than that, like, middle school, elementary, I've always had like close guy friends, and regardless if I don't talk to them no more, like, I make new guy friends all the time. Like, literally, I go to every state because I travel a lot. So every state I go, literally, it's mainly guy friends that I make. And it's not that like about girls. Like, don't get me wrong. I like girls. I actually talk to a lot of girls. Pero los hombres me siguen más la conversación. Like I'm much more of a homie. Like, siempre
you're
como
like
que,
one of the boys.
Yeah, I'm literally one of the boys. And like, people be like, oh, you're a pick me. I was like, I'm not a pick me. I don't care. Like, I don't like them. Like, I'm literally always hanging out. Tengo ese like roughness
friendship.
Of a guy, you know, that friendship that I know I can hang out with a guy. Like, they could talk to me however they like, pero like, I was like, you know, nunca se han pasado conmigo like de nada, like calling me like a bitch, pero like how to say, like, meaning it. They could call out, like, I literally tell them,
bitch?
Yeah, like that. Like, I literally like, oh, hey, bitch, you know, and they call me that, and I really don't mind it. I tell them, I don't care. You call me nomás con que no, you don't mean it in that way. I was like, but they've always been like, how do I say it? Like, ellos siempre me cuidan a mí, regardless. Like, I'm like basically their mom. I'm like, in my friend group, I'm always the mom of the group. I'm always the mom. And so them, to me, they're like family. Like, every guy friend, like, I treat them as family. And like, it's so hard también, like, how do I say, like, if I want in a relationship, it's so hard for me to talk to a guy because then I don't know, where we become homies. Because I'm like,
I'm like, fuck, I want to fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like, I don't know how to, like, flirt with them to make it seem to not be homies because yo soy bien llevada de más. So I'm like, how do I do this? But
like, you don't want them to think you're friend zoning. I'm like, girl, I want you.
Yeah, like, literally, and that's the thing that sucks. I'm like, oh shit, like, no, but most of all my friends are all like homies to me, like nothing else. I've always told like girl, like I always tell guys, I was like, don't ever stop talking to me if you're like, you know, your girlfriend stuff. But I was like, but you know what? If that's what you want, then that's on you, you know. But I was like, I don't want nothing with you. Let your girlfriend know let me talk to her. I don't want nothing with you. Like, we're just friends. Like, I don't want you. And like, there's some girls that don't, you know, they're like, oh, like, that's weird. Like, oh, this and this and that. You want something. And there's like some guys that be like, nah, they just want to fuck. Like, this and this and that. Like, no, my friends have always been so respectful with me. Like, have always treated me like a sister. Pues siempre me han querido mucho. So I was like, my guy friends are, I don't know. My guy friends are just like, I love all
your
my guy
besties.
Friends. They're my besties, literally,
so
yeah.
obviamente, you know, being on social media, agarras muchos comentarios, like people shipping you with a lot of your guy friends. Seeing those comments, does it ever make it weird? Like, cuando la gente empieza a meter que han de coger, when nada que ver?
No, I mean, it's not weird. It's funny because me and my guy friends, we know what we have. Like, we just laugh it off. We were like, I'm like, you like me, huh? Like, literally, you know? Because recently I actually did a music video with one of my like closest guy friends. And it was like, the video was very intimate. It was like basically that we were like dating and stuff. And we literally like filmed one in a hotel room. Like, we were like basically like a one night stand. Oh my God, it was so fucking awkward. Like, I literally told them, I was like, his name is Osby, and I was like, bro, close your eyes. Because we had to go, like, if we were, like, about to kiss, but we didn't have to. I was like, if you don't close your eyes right now, I'm gonna laugh. Like, we literally laughed the whole time because, like, we know we don't like each other, and we just laugh it off because it's not weird, you know, like, we're secure about like who we like. Our friendship is secure, you know, it's there. So it's like, and we do get their comments like, oh, you guys are so cute. Like, te lo juro, there was at a point that every time, because I'm telling you, I have a lot of guy friends, every time I would like be with one guy, ship. Oh, I ship you guys. I've shipped you guys. I'm like, bro, you should be with every freaking guy I have. Like, everyone. I was like, I don't want them. I was like, there's nothing wrong. Girls could be friends with guys without having anything. Literally.
Yeah.
But people don't understand that. Some guys be like, no, they just want to fuck. They just want to fuck. I'm like, no, dude, you probably just want to fuck. You're horny ass. I was like, shut the fuck up. You want to fuck. I was like, not them, because like, I know. But I was all like, pero uno nunca sabe, you know? So I would never know. But like, the guy friends that I've had right now, like, intentions
at
always
least
pure.
you.
Yeah,
at least you don't want to fuck up.
Yeah, I don't. Like, boy, go. They tell me, I was saying, they tell me about their girlfriends. Like, you know, siempre me andan platicando con que, oh, andaba con esta, que andaba con la otra. Like, oh, look at this girl. Like, what do you think about her, you know? And like that. So it's never been nothing else. So I'm just like, it's actually really fun to have guy friends. Like, sometimes it's funner than female friends. I have a girl best friend. Like, I love that bitch. Like, that bitch has been my friend since like, what, 10 years now. We've been friends like for a long time. So, but she has a boyfriend right now. Ahorita anda de mandilona. And I have other female friends too. But I have definitely more guy friends. And my best friend, she's literally like me. We've always had more guy friends. Like, porque siempre ella dice que muchas veces con las mujeres no se lleva bien. Like girls like always do some weird shit to her. So she's like, fuck these girls, you know, guys like it is, you know.
Lo bueno que esta va a ser la primera vez que hace un video con un vato, güey, y no le hacen shit. ¿Por qué? Porque soy jota, la verdad. Pero si no ya estuvieran,
no, literally.
Sí, güey, uno nunca sabe cómo la gente
like,
hacen bonita pareja, güey. A mí me gusta lo mismo que le gusta a ella. Literally. So, obviamente, you know, you have a lot of guy friends y nos acabas de decir que pues se te han declarado uno que otro.
Yeah.
How has that been?
Well,
cuéntanos una historia de uno de ellos.
It was like in middle school or freshman year. I think it was I think it was freshman year. I think it was. I actually had him. Oh my god! Hopefully he doesn't see this shit. I actually had him in what's it called? In my quinceañera. He was part of my quinceañera. But I didn't know he liked me. Everybody in my court, they knew. They knew, and I didn't know until when we were in Mexico. So my quinceañera was in Mexico actually. So I took him with me over there, and I was like, I think it was like the second or third day we were in Mexico. They were like, you know, this motherfucker likes you. And I was like, no, he doesn't. Like, y'all fucking with me, you know, y'all playing with me. And yeah, like, I found out he literally was trying to learn how to dance for me. Like, they literally, I don't know who sent me I think it was my friend. She sent me a video that he has sent her, like, oh, how am I doing? And he was practicing.
Oh, he's all trying to impress you.
Yeah, like, I have always said, like, I don't want to be with someone that doesn't like
know how to dance.
Yeah, doesn't know how to dance, because it's like, that's something I like to do. I want them to, like, you know
how to do it too.
You know? So I was just like, I told them, like, es que yo le platicaba a ellos, because, you know, they're my girlfriends, y pues, él siempre, de solito, like, without telling him, he started wanting to learn how to dance. Yes, literally. Notes, so I was like, bro, like, what the hell? Like, that's crazy. Like, someone actually trying to do something para impress me, you know, to like him. Pero pues, no, nothing ever happened. Like, I told him, like, you know, I don't like you, you know. But
was it awkward after?
It wasn't, honestly. No, I feel like we just let it like pass. It was like a little bit like, oh, you know, we would make fun of it, but then we would just like let it slide, you know. Yeah, lo dejamos. But right now we haven't talked in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. Muchas veces I text him like, oh, how you been? This and this and that. But yeah, because
like, how you been? Do you still like me?
Yeah, literally. It's because he lived like we all live in the same neighborhood. So like we would walk to school, you know, this and this and that. So after I moved to another, like I don't know if he lives there no more. So that's what I'm saying. Like I moved to other house like a whole far like 30 minutes. So I was like, yeah, no lo
like,
veo.
Sepa que fue de él.
Yeah.
Sepa, so, nos hablas un poquito de pues tu vida amorosa, and you were telling us a little bit about how it's really hard for you to, you know, get in a relationship because obviamente pues you're one of the bros and it automatically goes into like a friendship. You know what I mean? Mucha gente que te sigue siempre te anda preguntando, Brissa, ¿cómo te va en el amor? ¿Cómo te va en el amor, güey?
Valiendo verga.
Ay, like, para verga, ni me preguntes. Ya, ¿cómo le va a Brissa en el amor, güey?
So yeah, right now I'm currently single, right? But I've had my time. Okay, so look, I dated a guy for 1 month only though. Like we talked for
Recently?
7 months. No, this was 2021.
Okay.
So yeah, 2 years ago, right? Yeah. We talked for 7 months, but we only did it for once. Because yeah, for like cuando me aclaró everything, you know, I got tired of him. Like the shit he would do, like that's the thing. I don't like shy guys, and pues ya no soy shy, you know, like I'm very talkative, hablo mucho, like I don't know, and he was very, very shy. Like nunca, like no saludaba a mis parents, bro. And I was like, that's not even like just be shy. That's just manners.
Yeah.
Like, no te enseñaron en la casa como saludar.
Yeah.
Pues, you know, it's like a common thing in being like Mexican, you know? And like, my mom would look at me and decía like, oh, si le sigue así, pues no me va a gustar para ti, you know? And I'm very big on family. Like, bro, yo quiero que te quieran mis papás, like mi hermano, this and that. Like, que se lleven bien, you know? And like, there's just a lot of stuff that happened that it was once my homie passed away. That was during like, what's it called, 2021. I don't know if you know who Gabe was.
Oh yeah, so, I remember hearing about
that. So when like my two other friends had went to Arizona, you know, like I wanted to be there for them, and like he no me dejaba like estar con ellos. Like I literally told him, I was like basically like more like give me my space. Like si no te estoy invitando some places when I'm with them is for a reason, you know. ¿Por qué te apareces? Like se aparecía because you have my location, so se aparecía, and I was like, it's clearly because I don't want you here, you know. I want to be I want to give them the attention. Like he got mad at me because he had told me, he's all like, oh, you're not giving me like the full attention. I'm like, bro, our homie just passed away. This is not about you. Our homie just passed away. Like, why no entiendo, no te metes en la cabeza that I want to help be there for my friends that they were like best friends with him, you know, like let me be there for them. And no entendía. So I honestly, a lot of shit happened during that, like that whole week and 2 weeks that happened. I was like, you know what, I can't no more. Like I've done, like I don't know, like I just can't do this. And yeah, so I was like, I don't really think I should say I could have an ex. I feel like I don't know if a month counts, you know, like no sé. So he asked me out and everything, but I was just like, nah, bro, like I don't know.
I don't know if I take it serious.
Yeah, and like I've had talking stages of casi algos, bro. Oh my god, them casi algos are like. They hurt more.
They hurt more than the actual ones.
Yeah, the last guy was like back in December. No, a year ago. Yeah, back a year ago. And I actually flew to Cali to meet him.
You're like, lo irá a conocer, güey, cuenta. How was that?
Oh my God. I actually like...
¿Cómo lo conociste?
TikTok.
Okay.
Like, well, it was more like he followed me and followed me. He danced. I was like, oh, okay, you know, like... Let's text, you know, but yeah, but it was more like, oh, I'm gonna be homies with him, you know, like he's really, really cool. It was never like nothing more. But then like we just started like flirting through Facebook. We would FaceTime like every day, you know, like, but buena onda. And then that's when like, I don't know, we just started like throwing little hints in, you know, like this and this and that. And I was just like, oh, okay, you know, and then yeah, we're just like, okay, we're basically talking, you know. And actually I was gonna go to Colorado for my birthday last year, but I was like, you know what, let me fly out to Cali for him, you know, like let me just go and finally meet him. Cause I was like, I can't say I really like him, and so I actually meet him, you know, like me cae muy bien, like he was literally like me, like llevado, like that. And what's it called? When I met him, todo bien, like literally everything was so good. Like he said he liked me, I liked him.
You're like perfect
literally.
man.
And then yeah, like I think it was a month later when I came back, he just stopped like being dry. Like he started being dry. He wasn't matching my energy. Like he wouldn't put like the effort into it. I feel like I was just like, I was putting all the effort and he wasn't. I was like, bro, I'm tired of this. Like literally, like I'm such a crybaby that I literally like I was like, it wasn't crying porque like outside, it was more angry tears. Like, bro, like I told him like, I just feel like I want this to work out, but you don't. Like, you don't put the effort into it. Y pues, yeah, like after that, we just like, you know what, it's better for both of us just to stop talking. And I was like, we could just be friends, you know, like fuck it, like let's be friends. We were already friends in the beginning. But then like, I think like 2 or 3 weeks later, he had a new girl.
So he was playing you.
No, I don't know if he was playing me, but he was probably already like talking to a girl, you know? So I was just like, you know what?
And it got to the point where he had to choose one or the other.
And I was like,
perro, y escogió la
otra.
How did that make you feel though?
Honestly, I was sad because I actually really, really liked him. Like, I actually really liked him. I was like, oh, like, we can actually have something. And it literally hurt me. I was like, damn, bro, I feel like...
¿Y conocías a la girl or no?
No, I didn't know her. I didn't know who she was. I don't know who she is.
Random,
no, yeah, it was a random. I don't know who she is. But it's like, and I was like, I mean, that's looking my part, like my fault. Like, you know, why am I falling for a guy from Cali? You know, like,
you're like really Cali,
like Cali, like well, a whole other state. I've always said that, like, what's the word? Doing long distance for me would be fine because I am very like, how do I say? I don't want to see you every day.
You're like, wait, una vez al mes y ya.
Yeah, literally. I'm more like, you know, space. We need to give each other space. Yeah. It's just trust and space because I get annoyed quick. Like, bro, like, I don't know why I'm like this. I hate it. Because, I don't like empalagoso people. Like, I have to be down bad for you for me to be like, oh, like this and this and that.
Like,
you know,
be on me all the time.
Like, literally, like, I just can't. And the thing is, like, this motherfucker, the Cali motherfucker, I was actually like, oh, I like him. I'm gonna be down bad for him, you know? I would be like, we wouldn't be gay towards each other. Like,
you're so cute.
Yeah, you're so cute, like this and that. But there was sometimes where we were like, like playing around, you know? But I like that type of like relationship, like more like let's play around, you know. I could call you a bitch and you can't get mad. Like it's fine, you call me a bitch, I don't care, you know. I'm gonna call you bro, dude, like anything. But don't expect me to call you babe real quick. I just can't. I can't.
Till we're married.
Yeah, like more like when we're in an actual relationship. Because that gives me like more of like an ick. Yeah. Like I'm like we're not dating yet. Like, you know, it's more like, oh, bro, dude, like, don't get mad if I call you that. That's just, I'm telling
Because
you.
some guys do.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not your bro.
I'm like, shut up, bro.
Yeah, literally,
I'm like, shut up. Like, it's because I'm telling you, like, that's like my wording, like, bitch. Like, bitch is my main thing. I'm gonna call the dude bitch. He's like, some guys that I barely meet, they're like, bitch. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I need to tell you
They
before.
get so offended.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, te cala la palabra,
literally,
okay?
and I tell them straight, I'm like, okay, my bad. Like, let me stop. Let me tell you how I actually am. Like, before I even start talking to the guy, I always le digo, look, I have guy friends. I do this. I do that. Don't think I'm gonna drop my guy friends for you. I was like, I'm not gonna drop them. I know what I have. If you trust me, you trust me. If you don't, you don't. I'm unos pa otro. You know, like, I'm not gonna be waiting for someone that's gonna like be toxic. I don't like toxic guys. I can't do toxic. It's because, like, ¿por qué voy a tener un tóxico when I could just be single? I could be single and enjoy my life. You know, I'm young. I'm still
like,
young.
¿para que me regañen mis papás?
Yeah, like, ya ni mi mamá me está regañando over little shit. Like, oh, you can't wear this. Boy, you ain't gonna tell me what to wear. Like, if you wanted to date a baddie, you gonna get a baddie. So shut up, you know?
Eso es lo que pasa con esos muchachitos. Te conocen y te miran toda buenota, pero ya que te quieren, no quieren la buenota.
Yeah. And it's what makes me mad. It's just like, how are you gonna like so it's different when you're in a talking stage, everything's so good, right? But once someone asks you out, changes.
Cambia.
Like they think they own you.
I feel like that's the thing with men. They feel like they're their property.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, no, we're not even married para que me estés tratando así. But regardless if you're married, no te tienen que tratar como ti. It is like you need to do everything they want to do. You know, like, of course, ya estás casado, más respeto, like you need to limit yourself, but it's like, no te puedes estar mandando en todo tampoco.
Like, no soy tu esclava.
Yeah, literally, like, you don't do that. And yeah, with like, the guys I already told them straight up, and then they be like, oh yeah, I'm cool with it.
But
bro, they're not. And I'm like, that's the thing, like, I always want to, like, I need a guy that se va a llevar bien con mis homeboys, like, because si no,
a chingar su madre.
So, you know, like, I just can't have that. I'm very big on friendship. Like, I'm such a, like, amiga that I'm not going to stop being friends because they've been there with me the whole time, you know? Y tú apenas me vas llegando y me pasa algo. If I say I drop my friends, we break up or something, who is going to be there for me?
¿Quién sale cagada? Tú.
Más, yo, like, tú tienes tus amigos, because the girl could never tell the guy, oh, drop this type of friends, you know? It's never this
you're
and
tripping.
That.
It's not like that. I'm like, no, then you're tripping,
yeah,
bitch.
like, what the fuck? Like, okay, it should be fair. Like, you know, like, we should, like, it should be just communication entre, like, the relationships. Like, I've always said, like, it's just trust. If tú no tienes confianza en la persona, nunca va a servir la relación. And I don't understand, like, I know a lot of friends of mine que I was like, ¿por qué te dejas, dude?
Yeah.
Like, you're old enough. You're still young, actually. You're young. Like, why are you...
But you're old enough to know.
Yeah, you're old enough to know. Like, you're still young. So I was like, why are you still with him? Like, break up with him. Vive tu juventud, you know? Like, be single, have fun. Y ya cuando tengas la edad, pues te agarras y ya marry whatever you want. Pero ahorita, like, we're 20, 19, 18, you know? We're at that point that you're like, oh, like... you could do a lot of stuff like tú solo, ya saliste de tus parents' house, you know, like, well, I still live with my parents, you know, but it's like more like, ya te dejan más.
Ya te dejan, y ya tienes tu propia persona.
Yeah, like,
no tienes que andar, pidiendo permiso que para hacer tus cositas.
Like that little thing, like going out, you have to, okay, yeah, you have to go out, I still have to go out, but it's more like, ya te tienen la confianza de tu papá para dejarte ir sola, like,
y es más
everywhere.
como, no es pedir permiso, es más, mom, voy a ir a California.
Yeah. Oh, no, I still have to.
Like, mom, me dejas.
When I do, like, work stuff, you know, like, social media, like, I tell her, but when it's, like, I want to go just for me, I'm like, oh, mom, can I go this and this and that? She's always said, like, since if I live in that household, like, I still need to ask, like, it's sus reglas, you know?
Nos estás platicando de que, tienes muchos amigos hombres. So, obviamente, tú te platican de cómo les va con sus novias. So, you get to see a lot of, like, how men are. Unos son mujeriegos, unos son, en verdad, valen verga. Yo hablando como hombre, muchos hombres, valemos verga. No valen, porque soy hombre. Valemos verga. So, ya tú teniendo esa experiencia, being around so many men, seeing them how they are, seeing them how they act, especially in a relationship, sabiendo todo esto, ¿qué es lo que Brissa busca en una relación?
Honestly, like, yeah, that's the main thing. Like, all my guy friends, I be seeing, I'm like, bro, like, how can I trust guys? But I'm like, I go back to my thing. I have to have trust, you know? I look for a guy, honestly, like, que le guste casi, like, unas cosas que le gusten. No, it doesn't have to be all my same gustos, pero que, of course, se ha llevado conmigo, que se deje, like, no toxic. No. I don't like toxic.
Like,
I cannot
leave that
at home, you know, like, I like, que sean altos, you know, they have to be tall, a little tall. And I heard, look, you know how I said I would never date someone that can't dance? I say that, But it's like, bro, not everybody dances. Like, and then I'm not gonna, I feel like I'm limiting myself to guys. And like, ahora ya me estoy abierta, like, si quieres aprender. And I've had guys that like, te enseño, you know? But at the same time, it's like, bro, si te enseño y me dejas, you can go get all the bitches. Like, what the hell?
No te voy a preparar para que luego te vayas a comer el pastel
that's
somewhere
one thing.
else.
Like, guys are 10 times more, like, finer if they know how to dance. And it's true. We've always said that everybody that dances, we all know that they look more better if they know how to dance. So it's like, why the hell am I going to prepararte y te me vas? Like, no, I'm going to waste my time. Like,
te voy a preparar para que alguien más te coma.
Yeah.
No.
And I was like, no, but yeah. So I like them. Los que sean like gentlemen. A mí me gusta, yo soy muy big on manners. Like, like any mom that I meet, like families, like parents, they love me because yo hablo mucho con ellos. Like, it's being literally manners. The first thing I go to, like, if my friends come to my house, go to the kitchen, say hi. Yeah. I don't care. Like, if they forget, I'm like, go say hi. So then yo también cuando voy, I'm like, oh, where's your mom? Where's your dad? Let me go say hi because it's respeto,
it's common
you know.
Sense.
Yes,
You're going
sense.
into someone's house and it's like, güey, lo mínimo que puedes hacer es
saludar. You don't have to platicar like, hola.
No te la tienes que hacer tu mejor amiga. No, güey, la mamá de tu amigo. Di hola.
Yeah, and so like, I've always been big on like respeto. And my mom has always said this. Vea cómo trata a su mamá. Si él trata a su mamá bien, la quiere mucho, así te va a tratar a ti. Basically, like, why are you going to have a guy que, like, no se lleva bien con su mamá, la trata mal, no la quiere? ¿Cómo crees que te va a tratar a ti cuando te case contigo? Like,
yeah, it's true.
I want a guy que me quiera, you know, que trate, like, is respectful to women, you know, like, uno que me abra la puerta.
Güey, si no trata a su mamá como reina, ¿qué te esperas tú?
That's what I'm saying, like.
¿Te va a tratar como la Cenicienta? Pero si eso es lo que unas mujeres quieren.
Yeah,
but
no.
It's so bad.
There's
it's
some
like,
girls que they don't care. Le gusta el maltrato. Le gusta vivir la mala vida. Like, literally, I'm like, girl, like, it's right in your face. You can have there's so many guys in the world. They'd be like, but it's because this is my first love. Bitch, I don't care. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb and be there like a dumbass, like getting cheated on. Let's say this. And like, there's some girls I know they get cheated on and they don't care. Viven ahí. Like, todavía están ahí con ellos. And I'm like, girl, like, no te duele? Like, you don't feel some type of way? But there's at a certain point that there's some people that are just like used to each other.
Yeah.
Ya más ya se ponen. Sí, se ponen
As
con
a
ellos
girl,
mismos.
what do you think is, you know, obviamente yo as a boy, yo no sé lo que pasa una mujer in their head. As a girl, what do you think is the reason why a lot of women allow that? Like el maltrato, o les gusta la mala vida, como se dice uno.
Porque el amor es ciego. Literally, like, I feel like once they're in love with that person, they just can't let them go. That's why I feel like le gusta la mala vida, because they don't want to let that person go, because that goes back to like they're so used to him that they actually love him. But bro, like, you say he loves you, pero he's over here cheating on you. Once a person cheats on you, he doesn't love you.
I'm like, güey, él no te ama cuando se anda cogiendo tu mejor amiga o algo. Like,
there's some guys that be saying like, oh yeah, like I could cheat on her, but when she cheats on me, she's gone. I'm like, how does that work? Like
what gives you the pass?
What gives you the pass to do that? Like, how that's hypocrite. That's being a hypocrite, because that's not fair. Like, boy, like, you could go do all this stuff, but the girl has to be loyal. She has to stay there, bonita, be loyal.
You're like, no, si tú me vas a poner los cuernos, yo también, pendejo.
Like, literally, and it pisses me off. And I know so many people, like, that have gotten, like, you know, cheated on and shit. And it's like, bro, don't be a dumbass. Like, don't do that. Pero ahí están de pendejas. So, girls, if you guys are getting cheated on, leave your boy. Literally, don't stay there. Like, leave. Like, you're dumb. There's so many people in this damn world that you could get. And, like, you're young. People, we're all young. Like,
especially because it's not going to ever change.
Yeah.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. Si te lo hace if he does it multiple times, wait. No
if he does it once, he's gonna do it again.
Yeah, no esperes que cambie, porque ahí te vas a gastar tu juventud,
like,
tu
I
tiempo
believe
y todo.
I'm very big on like guys, well, like on cheaters, they don't change. Yeah. Boy, si lo pudo hacer una vez, you don't think he's gonna do it again porque tan fácil que era do it.
Y luego más si lo perdonas, güey, pues otra vez lo hace porque sabe que ahí estás tú de pendeja para perdonarlo.
Literally, that's what I'm saying. ¿Por qué lo vas a perdonar? Déjalo, ya es de un lado, you know. No, ahí están a ver de mensas otra vez. Once you get cheated on again, guess who come back? They come back to cry too.
Me.
And if like, boy, like ahí esperas que estén like, and that's when like friends push those friends away, and yeah, they get cheated on. You want to come back crying to us when we told you? I feel like that's not fair. How you gonna push us to the side? Like, yeah, we're so happy for you, this and this and that. Pero I don't find that fair. Like, you should have the time. Like, that's how I am. How I said, like, I want my time away from my boyfriend. You know, like, yes, I want to spend time with you, but I'd rather miss you than get tired of you.
You're very big on having a boyfriend is not my personality.
Yes, not my personality.
Not my thing.
Oh, yeah, and there's a lot of girls that's their thing. Personality is their thing.
Tengo novio. Sí, güey, pero te ponen los cuernos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it shouldn't be your full on time, like your full 24/7 thing. No, and I feel like it's just better to have the time with your friends. Like, you know, let him go with his friends. You know, but there's some like, oh, I don't want him to go out with his homeboys because then he cheats. It's like,
entonces, ¿para qué estás con él?
Yeah, if you know he cheats, like, let him go. You know, like, there's no point of that. What's the trust in that? So I personally say, like, don't just get out of a relationship. Like, there's no point of being in a relationship, especially if you know you're getting cheated on. Like, don't stay there. Don't be dumb. Like, I don't know. I'm not even in a relationship. That's crazy. Like, I've seen so many how my friends go through it that I already know, like, how it is. Like, my mom be like, oh, ya cuando tú estés enamorada, tú vas a ver. I was like, no, mom. I was like, I have my guard up because I know what my friends go through. I know all the things that guys and girls, this and that. Like, they tell me every story. And
no
I'm like, no me voy a pendejar por uno. Like, yeah, like, I might fall in love with him, pero if he cheats on me, I'm leaving him. I'm not gonna stay there. Like, I'm not dumb like that. Like, and I told my friends, I'm like, y'all dumbasses, for real, y'all dumbasses, because ain't no way I would have been done gone. Pero they're like, oh no, this and that.
Me compró flores, sí, después de que se cogió a alguien.
Es que me trata bien bonito. Es la first que me trata bonito. Okay, pero se cogió otra. Like, te trata bonito. You're seeing the good,
it's
but you're
excuses.
not. Yeah, excuses. You're not seeing the bad. Like, you're just pushing the bad away.
Y eso es
muy
normal con un humano, you guys. Obviamente, like, todos ponemos excusas para todos, pero amigas, no se apendejen. Habiendo tanto pinche palo en que ensartarse, no anden con el pinche mismo tóxico que le sigue haciendo time after time doing you dirty.
Yeah.
No, güey. Salte de ahí porque yo sé, literal, güey, yo sé que va a haber un día que va a venir un hombre que te va a respetar, que te va a tratar bien, y ese sí va a valer la pena. Ese sí.
Literally, guys, I mean, girls and guys, because I'm not gonna lie. If people are gonna be like, oh, you're bashing only guys. No, I'm not gonna. There's some girls that don't care, and they're the same way. If you're a guy, like, literally do the same thing. No te quedes ahí. There's many girls también. So I feel like it's just, in general, if you guys don't have trust, then it's not gonna work out. Don't be toxic. That's just don't be toxic. That's what pisses me off. I hate toxic people. But other than that, like, yeah.
Nos hablaste de que tienes ex teniendo tantos amigos. Ya when you get in a relationship, you have ex.
Yeah.
One of them is being toxic.
Yeah.
So if you're toxic, don't even submit your application to date Brissa porque te la va a negar. But what are some more icks that you're like, en cuanto miras esa red flag, a chingar a su madre los mandas a volar?
Honestly, I have some dumb icks. Like, what was one? Because I was telling my friends, like, what are your guys' icks? Like, some dumb one, like, let's say he walks for it. Oh, that's an ick. You know, like, I don't know if you've seen, like, those TikTok videos that be like, oh, that ick. So, yeah, like, toxic is an ick. Basically, being, like, what's it called? Cursi. Bien cursi. Like, empalagoso. I'm just like, oh, like, I can't do that because I'm more of a, like, llevada person. Like, oh, you'll be like, what's like,
like, no te quiero aquí besito 24/7.
Yeah, literally, that's like a very big, like, honestly, like, I know a lot of girls that's very big icon. It's just like too empalagoso with someone, you know, like, there's certain times, certain ways, like, pero no todo el tiempo.
And place.
Oh yes, I'm very big on, like, this is like not an ick on a guy, it's more ick on, like, a relationship that I see. Like, I see some people and they're like in a group, but they start like being all over each other, making out in front of your friends. Like, to me, that's very, like, disrespectful.
It's just weird.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, why would you do that?
Antes de que ataquen a Brissa, porque ya las conozco, güey, le van a decir, ay, pues ella no tiene un novio. Cállense, yo tengo un novio por 7 años. And it's just weird. Like, güey, imagínate tú aquí sentada y yo casi cogiendo a mi novio. Like, güey, ten respeto por ti, por la gente que está a tu alrededor.
I feel like there's places to do that, you know, like, tienen su cuarto, tienen la casa, pero
like, where we came to hang out, not to watch Pornhub.
Yeah, like, literally, like, it's like, oh yeah, like, of course, sitting on someone each other, that's normal, pero ahí se andan besuqueando. Un little, like, peck, never. You know, that's cute, pero making out, this, like, bro, like, no, don't be doing. I feel like that's just disrespectful, especially if you guys are just hanging out entre ustedes, like, ustedes mismos. So yeah, don't be coming at me because I know a lot of people, like, I'm very big, like, let's say when I had my boyfriend también, I would always, like, how do I say, when I'm with my friends, I would literally, like, not be on him or nothing because me daba cosa. I would be like, that's
it's, like,
weird.
I feel like, to me, like, me being in a relationship for so long, you know, I don't even want to say how many years porque me puedo trabar ahorita. Ay, luego se enoja el Dani. No, I think it's like 7 years. Well, we've been dating since we were in high school. Like, dang. Even since the beginning, I don't know, maybe for me, you know, where it started off from being gay. Because obviamente when I started dating him or when I came out gay, it was less accepted. I mean, in general, it's weirder for the society to see 2 gay men, like, ramming it up, like, making out than it is to see a cis couple, like, a boy and girl couple. So for me, yo pienso que ese fue mi trauma. Y as I started growing, I'm like, no way. Even if I'm comfortable with myself, no me voy a estar cogiendo a mi novio en plena escena con audience y todo. Like, it's just weird. It's a weird vibe, and that's
I just feel like it's just respect and to, like, towards friends and stuff. But okay, so another ick. What was the other ick that I had? It was just like those dumb little icks that you just like, oh, you hear him, like, laugh weird. Oh, I feel like hygiene.
Okay.
Oh my god, but I feel like that's just normal. Like, that's a normal, like, why don't
Ew,
you
like, why do you smell?
Literally, like, let's say like the pistolo or something, you know, like, or no, so like they don't put cologne on or they don't have deodorant on. I just feel like that's a very big ick. Like, why don't you take care of yourself, bro? Lávate los dientes, you know, it's not that
Güey,
hard.
no tienes shower, pues vete al río, algo, a la playa.
Al canal al menos, you know,
Literal,
literally.
güey.
And I feel like that's another big ick. But I feel like that's a big ick on everyone. Like,
Yeah.
people like won't want to kiss someone that smells, you know, de la boca.
Que la
and stuff.
peste, pinche
Yeah.
ajo.
And another ick, fuck, I had another one, but it was like just the dumb icks. Like, I forgot what it was.
I want to see you know what my dumb ick is? Que mastiquen como vaca. But I can do it. But I can do
yeah.
it. No, güey. Yo cuando mastico, ya no mastico mucho chicle because after surgery, chewing gum brings in a lot of like aire to your stomach,
Oh
and
my
it just
God,
makes
I didn't stop chewing gum.
No,
What the hell?
for you it's good, but me after weight loss
okay.
surgery, como me dejaron el estomaguito bien chiquito.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I've chewed gum after my surgery, I've almost wanted to throw up, or I have thrown up because it's like mentally my head thinks you're eating a lot from all the masticating.
Well, no wonder my mom. It's because my mom got the
really?
the
Okay.
small to make her stomach. So she didn't literally don't eat. She eat like uno, and then she starts getting the hiccups when she starts sneezing.
Yeah, like,
because she's all like
Cuando
yummy
empiezas a
and
torcerte,
she gets
güey.
mad because she's like, what the hell? Like, I just took a bite, ya estoy llena, and I'm like, damn, I want that because
But
I've
one
been
of my
eating.
icks, going back to that, is chewing gum.
Chewing gum?
Like, wait, none this. Like, I can do it. Like, yo gusto,
Oh,
me lo
yeah,
mastico
yeah.
así. But the moment someone else does it, I'm like, can you stop?
Yeah.
I'm like, don't.
I feel like more like let's say a pet peeve, like more of a pet peeve
I
than
love a
like
pet peeve.
yeah,
Yeah,
more of a
yeah.
pet. Because me a pet peeve would be like when someone snaps at me, like oh hurry up. I'm like. Oh, hell no. You're not about to snap a bitch. Like, bájale, because you're not about to be snapping. That's more of a
Benito
pet peeve.
acá y estás acá.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, why are you snapping at me? Like, it gets me mad. Or like, what's that one people like hate the little sound, like of like when you hear like fierro con fierro, like.
Oh my God, what are they like?
Like that,
like the pencil,
like something like that. People
yeah.
like that's another pet peeve. But like, I don't think I know I have more icks, pero ahorita no me acuerdo.
Ahorita no pienso, pero mientras que no sean tóxicos está bien.
Yeah, literally,
Con eso
todo bien.
empezamos.
Yeah.
If you're tóxico, your application will get declined ASAP. Ya para terminar la entrevista, güey, you're so young, tienes 20 años, y pues te espera toda una pinche carrera en social media pa' largo.
Yeah.
Tienes mucha juventud. ¿Qué te miras haciendo tú en 5 años, güey? Cuando tengas mi edad, 25.
25. So look, I travel a lot. I love traveling. Like yo ya fui a Dubai. I went to Paris.
Yeah.
I went to Spain. I just came back from Spain. Like
I'm like, I've gone to Paris, California. I'm like,
but
no.
honestly, Paris was not all that.
It wasn't?
No, it was ugly. I thought it was so ugly. Like Madrid was pretty.
Like, don't waste your time.
Though, don't even get me started. Dubai was something else. That was really, really, really
Beautiful.
nice. Yeah. So I want to be traveling a lot more. But like countries, like states, I travel a lot of states because of the events, right? I get all the events, all the events that I do. But like the freaking, oh my God, like the out of the country is just crazy. Like I'm over here flying like 10 hours to go to another country and like just hearing everybody like how they talk, learning about their culture, it's really, really fun. But okay, so it's crazy. I actually want to do my own podcast too. So I want to do like me and my manager are working on that right now. So we want to do that.
Hablar.
Yeah?
I
I did a radio thingy in Houston not that long ago and me dijeron también like tienes buena voz para el radio. And I was like, what the hell? Like, no me chilean, you know?
Podcast coming out soon.
So I want to do like my own podcast y también I want to open a dance studio.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people that are like, oh, like teach me how to dance. Like I would deadass pay you this and this and that. But I'm like, yo lo hago con mi gusto because I've taught most of my friends how to dance. Pero porque soy muy buena para enseñar. Like I don't know why. I've just always been good like teaching them. And like I feel like opening something like small, but that's gonna help people. That I want to do like dancing and stuff. I feel like I'll do good,
Yeah.
And then doing a podcast too. I feel like I see myself like before I wanted to do like I guess like my own business, like how do I say it, like clothing and stuff. But I feel like that's a lot more common than like let's do like a little dance studio or a podcast, And like I want to do something more different, Para no seguirle que con la ropa. Porque ya hay mucha ropa, like like there's a lot of clothes. Like how about like a lot of people don't like the clothes, like si no le gustan el brand,
Tu estilo, el estilo que vas a traer a tu tienda.
So I would like to do like a little bit of everything. So I was saying like a podcast would be good, like a dance studio would bring in a lot of people too. Like,
güey, cuando hagas tu pinche dance studio, yo me apunto.
ya te pongo la lista.
Güey.
Yeah, I feel like I just wanna, I don't see myself married, to be honest. I don't see myself like honestly, like I don't want kids. Like deadass. Like if I could be like basically animales, dogs, farm, but just
Chingas
like
madre,
animales,
esos son mis
that's
kids.
my kids, Pero si Diosito me quiere dar una bendición, que me dé uno al menos. Y ya. Cause the fuck, like I'm gonna suffer, like
You're like palantojo
literally,
nomás.
ya por si, pues like say like my boyfriend or my esposo wants one, like
Or pasa.
Si, like
Chingue
si
su
pasa,
madre.
pues pasó. I'm not gonna like push the kid away. No, like that's my kid. That's my baby. Pero si fuera por mí, no. Fuera por mí, no. Ahorita everything it's chilling. You know what? Want to know something funny?
What?
You know how I'm 20? I'm a virgin.
Wait, shut up.
I was gonna say about the relationship, but se me olvidó. It's alright.
Wait, you're a virgin.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing bad with that. I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
No, but that's crazy.
Yeah, it's because I have always like, it's because it was very like, siempre tenía a mi mamá aquí en la cabeza diciéndome como que like, she got married, she didn't lose her virginity until she was married.
Okay.
So I was just like, oh, like, what the fuck, I look-y want to follow her steps. But you know, like, times change, Pero también a mí siempre me ha dado miedo. Like, I don't want to do it with just anybody. Like, a mí me da cosa, like, if first, you know how insecurities come back, like, I don't want to show my body to someone si todavía no me estoy segura con mi body todavía,
or like, si todavía no sé how serious our relationship is.
That's the thing. Yeah. To me, personally, like, I want to be in a relationship. Like, in the talking stages, we're not doing nothing. Don't expect to do anything. But once we're in a relationship, like, let's say, like, 6-7 months, a year max, I'll let you. But I don't know why. I'm just very scared. And, like, literally, condoms don't even work no more. People be getting pregnant like that.
Like, I have to risk it, baby.
Yeah, I don't want to risk it. Like, the fuck? I'm still young. I don't want to, like I don't know. I'm just scared. I've always been scared, and I just don't want to do it with just anyone.
Anyway, have you ever had, like, a bad reaction from a guy when you're like, I'm a virgin, so don't expect anything?
I have had some guys, like, they stopped talking to me for that. Yeah.
Like, cut you off completely?
Yeah, cut me off literally because of that. I'm just like, damn, that's what we basically just wanted to fuck. And
Lo
I'm
bueno
like,
que me estás diciendo, para que me querías.
Yeah, like, literally, and I'm just like, damn, like, guys are really like that. Like, nomás porque si quieren culiar a someone, like, dude, don't, like, that's just, I feel like that was just very disrespectful. I was like, damn, like, it hurt me. I was like, fuck, like, damn, they just want to fuck. But I was like, you know what, whatever. Va a venir uno que, like, si me quiera en verdad, and, like, that's when I know when I'm ready, like, but si no me espera, like, they're not going to be waiting for me, then, pues, ¿pa' qué te tengo ahí, Prefiero ya esperarme, like, I'll be old, y si no, pues, no pasa, pues, no pasa, ya, pues.
Con telarañas y todo en la cuchi, pero nadie la va a agarrar si no se lo merece.
I'm very protective over that. Like, it's just always been like, I just don't want to do it with just anyone.
And I feel like that's such a good, ya para terminar, that's such a good point to touch, because I feel like social media and just the life we live now normalizes, like, having sex at such an early age.
Yeah.
When we don't really, pay attention how, like, sex, especially for us being young, it's a big deal. Like, mucha gente, lo dan muy fácil, sin saber, like, how big of a deal it actually is.
I know, like, 12-year-old.
Yeah,
my little sister's about to be 12. I'm just like, I don't see her doing that.
I don't see her doing that.
Like, literally, that's why I'm low-key glad my mom no me dejó tener novias a los 15 años. De por sí ni tuve, Like, quería ni tuve. But, like, I was so glad that she was like, she's strict, but it's like the regular Mexican strict mom. Like, no tengas novio hasta los 15. Like, no hagas esto, me cuidando, like. And I'm just glad she was actually like that, porque pa no andar allá de piruja, pues, like, I'm just really, really glad she did that. And, like, I'm still, I'm just...
So, ahorita ya tu plan ya cambió. Like, you're not waiting till marriage. You're just waiting for the right guy.
Yeah, for the right guy. I never really thought about, like, waiting for marriage. It was just, like, always in my head, like, my mom diciéndome, like, I just had her all the time. Like, when I was like, I'm like, nah, you know what? We're not doing this. Like, I just can't do it. I'm not ready. Like, this and this and that. So, yeah, it's just more like, once I find the right guy.
Que pase, que pase.
Yeah,
si
pasa,
no.
pasa.
But that's good. I mean, you're not waiting till marriage, but you're also waiting for yourself for when you're ready and when you find the guy that is ready to take you seriously. So, uno nunca sabe. A lo mejor en 5 años, cuando hagamos un updated interview, nos dices que ya la perdiste.
Yeah.
O uno nunca sabe, güey.
Yeah.
Pero si no, pues que sigas esperando. Tomorrow. Like, after this happened, I gotta go.
Literally.
But no, muchas gracias, güey, por sentarte
gracias
aquí estando con nosotros y hablarnos un poquito de tu vida, de cómo eres tú. I know a lot of you guys at home les gustó y les encantó esta entrevista. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. No, ya para terminar, you guys, ahí les voy a dejar todas sus redes sociales down below and on the screen para que ustedes la vayan y la sigan en todas sus redes sociales. Y también no se les olvide de seguirme a mí para que no se pierdan any future episodes. And with that being said, once again, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you for watching.
See you guys in the next
Bye,
one.
vecinas.
Bye.